At the end of this video, you're gonna have 9 different hooks that are gonna help you go viral the next time you post on Instagram. Because if you can't convince somebody to watch your post in the first 3 seconds, well, guess what? It's going to be the reason that the Instagram algorithm doesn't push out your content. In fact, this creator right here literally just gained over 250,000 followers simply by implementing one of these hooks. And this creator right here has implemented several of them, gained over 70,000 followers. But best of all, he's actually been able to quit his full-time job to pursue Instagram full-time. And that would have never happened if he didn't listen to the 9 hooks that I'm gonna share with you in this video. But first, I need you to smash that subscribe button. If you wanna go click on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, I literally upload a video every single day about how to grow on these platforms. I quit my job working for Gary Vee to help you grow quicker on Instagram, and I created a free Instagram growth course. You can get it at the pinned comment below. It's gonna tell you things like the best time to post on Instagram and the best hashtags to use, because if you're not doing those 2 things, you're not gonna go viral on Instagram right now. So what are you waiting for? Go to that pinned comment below and register right now. It's literally 100% free. So the first hook I would suggest using is something like this creator is using right here. And all they're doing is they stitch a video that actually had a good hook and then they follow up with it. And you can do the same exact thing. In fact, you should be stealing other people's hooks. Why do you want to go through the work of trying to create a good hook if there are a bunch of other hooks that already exist out there you could take from that and then you can respond to it? And there are 2 ways that you can respond to this. 1, you could either agree with what they said, or 2, you could completely disagree with what they said, and you need to make sure that in your response you also have hooks here. For example, that 95% of the USA population is brainwashed into believing, and then there's a kid. Guess what? That's going to capture somebody's attention, especially when he took the hook from somebody else's piece of content and stitched his own piece of content in there. The next hook that you can use is exactly what Mike used right here. He says Equifax was sued and they owe you some money. This captures somebody's attention for 2 different reasons. 1, he's using a brand name here and saying that they were sued, and 2, he's saying that Equifax owes them some money. Well, guess what? Everybody wants to know why they were sued. They want to know what the drama is, and they also want to know how they can get the money that somebody might owe them. So guess what? This captures somebody's attention, and now they're willing to listen to whatever he has to say after this. And that's why this video got so much reach. In fact, he got 57,000 likes on this video. Guess what? Simply for taking something that was newsworthy and then talking about it. And you can do the same exact thing within your content. You could do this with celebrities, other creators in your niche, big brands that people are aware of. And this is one of the easiest ways for you to go viral, because you automatically capture somebody's attention, because you're going to be spreading news, you're going to be spreading a rumor, you're going to be spreading anything but something that people actually care about. Because if you just log on to Instagram, you have no followers right now, nobody cares what you have to say, so you need to talk about something people care about in order to capture their attention. Now the next hook that I have here is literally one of my favorites. This is Tuvok right here, who gained over 250,000 followers by making basically the same exact video over and over again. The first thing that you'll notice here is he's at the beach. The second thing you'll notice is he's about to throw a basketball, and then third, there is a basketball hoop here. So guess what? When this video begins and you're just scrolling through Instagram and you see this, you're like, what on earth is this? Now I know. If you're doing educational content, you may not be able to do something like this, but what you can do is go to an area that people typically don't record educational content, and then guess what? You're going to be able to mix this into your content. Or you can go do something in the beginning of your video, like throwing something or showing something, and that is going to also capture somebody's attention. The 2 things that he did right here, and he does right in all of his content, is 1, there is some type of immediate action that we want to see, aka him throwing the ball. That takes up 3 seconds, and then at that point, we're invested in the video, but also this is going on in a very odd situation, a very odd scene. That is ultimately what makes somebody watch this video past the first few seconds. And once you get somebody past the first few seconds, guess what? It's really hard for them to click away from the video. Hook number 4 is starting your video off just like this creator did. In fact, this creator has been blowing up simply because he's doing videos that are in a 3rd-person point of view. If you're just watching this right now, you don't know what's going to happen. Is somebody going to yell at him? Is a question going to be asked to him? Or what is going on? He's literally sitting here pumping gas, and then immediately what happens is he has text come up on the screen, and his initial hook here is good. If you can't afford gas, and then he's going to give you some type of advice. Typically it's conservative advice, and I'm not condoning that or saying that you should do that, but what I am saying is that you should be approaching yourself like this. If you're going to make a video, have somebody else record you from a different perspective and start like this, and then what ends up happening is it hooks somebody in, gets them curious as to what is going to happen next. And again, he starts us off with if you can't afford gas, which is incredibly relatable to a large amount of people. So now they're going to listen to what he has to say, and once the payoff in the video happens, he immediately ends it. Now I do have 5 other hooks that you need to make sure that you're using in your content, and I want to make sure that you stick around for the last 2, because if you're having a lot of trouble coming up with hooks, these last 2 are literally applicable to any niche, and they make it way easier for you to create content because you're not going to have to go through every time and think to yourself, what hook should I use in this video? Now this next hook right here is incredibly easy to use. Literally just record yourself for 2 or 3 seconds driving behind the wheel and then have text on the screen. The reason that this works is because we're all told that we shouldn't text and drive, and you definitely shouldn't create an Instagram video and drive. But if you create a video like this, and the easiest way to do this is have the passenger actually record so that you're not endangering yourself, this captures somebody's attention and they're going to be willing to read whatever text you have up on the screen because this is so odd to see somebody driving like this in the first person. Now this next hook right here is one of my favorites, and this is actually something that you need to make sure that you're doing in your content all the time. When this creator starts his video off like this, there's one question in your head. What on earth is under here? And then also, what does this text say? So if we read the text, when you just spent every dollar you had for a shot at buying a home and your family who is visiting for the first time asks what for dinner. So that's incredibly relatable, obviously, because home prices have skyrocketed like crazy, and we want to know exactly what's under here. And then what we're going to do is wait for the great reveal, and it's nothing. If you can create a great reveal within your content, well, guess what? It's really going to capture people's attention like I've been doing in this video right here. I've mentioned a few times now that the last 2 hooks that you're going to want to look at are by far the best, and they're applicable to any niche that you could possibly make. So what does this do? It gets you to want to stay for those last 2 hooks to see what the great reveal is, and you need to do this several times within your content, and it really works if you have a visual to go along with it. There's text on the screen that supports this, a visual to go along with it, and now once he reveals it, boom, the video ends, and that's the payoff. Now this next video right here is actually a loop, and this video does a really solid job at this. The hook in this video is that this creator is coming onto the screen, and you can do this in your content too. The other thing that you'll notice about this post is it's incredibly short. All he's got is incredibly short. Again, he's at the beach. I know you probably don't live near the beach, but you could just go somewhere really odd, roll into the screen, look at the camera, roll off of the screen, and just have some type of relatable text up here. This type of content gets commented on like crazy. It gets liked like crazy, and it also gets shared like crazy for the simple reason that it's very short, it's very relatable, and it's funny that this guy is rolling on the screen wearing a bucket hat, glasses, with a camo shirt, and it looks like he's riding one of those scooters that you would get if you go to the grocery store. Now this next hook is something that can be used basically for any type of content. One of the fattest things I've ever done. Now this works because this creator isn't the skinniest person that's ever existed, but guess what? You can do this for anything possibly. One of the brokest things I've ever done. One of the dumbest things I've ever done. This is applicable to so many different scenarios, and you can make it applicable to you, but what you want to make sure of is, one, that it captures somebody's attention like this and says, wait, what are they about to say? But also, whatever this is up here, you need to be displaying that down here. If the two are contradictory to each other, for example, her saying one of the skinniest things I've ever done or one of the fittest things I've ever done, it might not have worked as well. Which brings me to the last and most important hook that you can use in your content, and this isn't actually a hook overall. This is just creating a meme. Cat Williams right here. This clip has been going viral like crazy. And guess what? All you have to do is make this applicable to somebody within your niche. For example, Ty the therapist. Anytime somebody asked me how my day was after work, this video got 100,000 likes. It probably got millions of views. But if we click on her page, guess what we're going to see? I bet all of her posts don't do that well. And I'm totally right. 3,000, 2,900, 4,500. This one right here though, 4 million views. And the reason that happened was it was an incredibly popular meme. She was able to take advantage of it and tie it into her niche. And you could do the same exact thing with memes on Instagram right now. In fact, 1 in every 4 posts around there is a meme on Instagram. So if you can tap into memes for your specific niche, this is a really easy way for you to go viral in your next post. And since you're so serious about growing on Instagram so that you can monetize your account or just get more followers, I personally want to help you. In fact, I want to tell you exactly what you should post, when you should post, what hashtags to use for your specific niche and your specific account, and I want to help you personally grow on Instagram. If that sounds interesting to you and you want to get guaranteed growth on Instagram, like this creator gained over 70,000 followers and this creator gained over 250,000 followers, well please, keep watching this video because I've got a special offer for you. The opportunity to grow on Instagram and this organic reach we're currently seeing are not going to last forever, and there are 2 things holding you back from seeing the growth like the creators that I share with you in this video. The first one is that you haven't implemented the tips that I just shared with you, and the second is that you haven't gotten into my Instagram mentorship program yet. That's literally going to guarantee that I help you get more followers on Instagram in the next 30 days, or you get your money back, 0 questions asked. In fact, the average person that's gone through this program in the last 30 days has gained over 25,000 followers, and nobody has ever gone through it and gained less than 1,000 followers if they implement implemented every piece of advice that I share with them. Now, since you're still watching this video, I'm gonna assume you're probably above average. So the odds of you gaining over 25,000 followers are probably quite high. And if you want results like that, go to the link in the description below right now and sign up, because there are limited spots available. I'm gonna be telling you exactly what to post, when to post, what hashtags to use. I'm gonna send you new post ideas, and I'm gonna critique your content to guarantee that you get more growth on Instagram in the next 30 days. It doesn't matter what your niche is or what your background is, this program is gonna help you get followers more easily and quicker so that you don't have to spend endless hours trying to figure out the things that I already know about exactly how to grow your account. In fact, I just helped this creator in the program and they gained over 100,000 followers in just 30 days. I helped this creator, they gained over 150,000, and this creator over 200,000 followers. If you want results like that and I want you to be my next success story, go to the link in the description below and sign up right now, because every single day that you wait, it's only gonna get harder to grow on Instagram. It is easier than ever to grow right now, but you need to take advantage of this opportunity. And what's better than an opportunity where you're literally gonna grow on Instagram or get your money back with 0 questions asked? Again, there are limited spots, so go to the link in the description below and sign up right now. Otherwise, I strongly suggest you check out the next 2 videos I put up on the screen, because they're the videos YouTube thinks you should watch next. Thank you so much for watching.